Good morning, Indies. Welcome to the Spotlight Indie Big Weekend. This is it. This is the beginning of our monster weekend of panels and all good things. And to kick us off, I am joined by Trudie and Nils, friends of the channel. You'll have seen them before on this thing. Trudie, Nils, how's it going? How you guys doing this morning?
All right. Good morning to you as well.
Yeah. Good morning. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
One of those days.
Yeah, we're going to pretend like we're recording this in the morning and that it's not the evening time for us.
You're spoiling the magic. I was fully in the role play of this is the morning.
It's great.
Yeah, it's going to be out on a Saturday, right? So I should have had a bowl of soup here. But
yeah. Well, it's a Friday,
Saturday, isn't it?
It's going to be a Friday. It's
Friday.
Fun day Friday, guys.
Oh,
this is
okay.
it. This is the yeah.
Soup for me then.
Yeah. So you're dressed perfectly, Nils. It's great. But we are very much in a morning mood. You know, it's just late enough that like it's tipped us over into like we still need coffee to stay awake.
Yeah, the sun hasn't risen yet, so
yeah, exactly.
That's why it's dark outside. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So how's things going with you guys from the indie side of things with the website and everything? Because obviously you guys have an amazing resource for indies with the website. But how's it been going for you since we last chatted?
The big thing since we last talked was has got to have been a month of rain and reads that we did in November, which was a ton of fun.
We did a lot of posts. Many
posted
posts
a lot of things
over the whole month. It was crazy. We've taken a bit of a break since then, haven't we? Things have calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, after all of that fun, you then have like the hangover period where you need to recover, right?
Yes.
And then sort of build back up to the next one. But it was such a fun month, November, seeing all those posts going out. For anybody that's missed it, and after this panel, between this panel and the next one, if they want to go check out some of those posts, what is the website people can go and visit?
Who's going to answer that one?
No. I was thinking, are you going to do it or I'm going to do it? I'll do it. It's readindiefantasy.com.
Yeah, perfect. Go check it out, guys. It's amazing.
we read and review indie books, self-published and small press. We do cover reveals, we do interviews, we do spotlights, we do the whole lot. So if you're a reader that wants to read indie, we're the place to go. If you're an author that wants to show off your indie books, then we're also the place to go. We also have cat pictures and soup Saturdays and all sorts. So it's great.
Cat pictures.
Yeah, we just started the accountability channel on our Discord server.
Yes.
Which is actually working really well because I'm finally writing again.
Yeah, we're buddying people into writing, so we're being helpful.
Yeah, you've got the carrot and the stick approach, right? You've got we'll try it with the cat pictures, and if the cat pictures doesn't work, then we'll make everyone accountable. Yeah, exactly. How's the writing going, Nils?
I'm finally getting started. My goal for this week is to finish the outline of my next book. That's actually a thing. I published my last book since last time we spoke.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
that happened.
It was just at the end of it was on the 1st of December, so just after the month of rain and reads. So after that, I lost all my focus and all my energy and all my steam, and I just did nothing for 2 months.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to get started again.
Yeah, congrats. I always feel like it's mixed emotions when the book releases. I feel like you're on a high because it's like the book's out there, but then because it's gone, it's like, it's
so
like
empty.
Yeah. It's strange. It's a strange mix. I do think
what
it's
are my
good
characters doing without me?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like once the book's gone, it's like that's it. It's like you've sent it out into the world. You've got that space then in your mind for something else, and then it's like, but it's weird. It's like a grief almost because you've lost the book you've been working on. But yeah, do you have the same thing, Drew?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's kind of a depressing feeling almost when you finish a book and then it's like, oh, was that it? It's done. It's kind of anticlimactic in a way. And then you got to you get a bit of a break and then you're working on the next thing. It just never ends.
Yeah, it's like everyone's like,
the worst thing is that you can spend years writing a book and then you'll get readers that will read it in hours, and they know who they are, so they're the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
Savor it a bit more, haven't we?
Everyone's so happy for you as well, and it's like you're dying inside, and you're just like, "Thank you, everybody." But it's like, but yeah, I am really chuffed for you, Nils, and I think it's very sensible you taking some time before you get back into beginning again. And funnily enough, beginnings is the first panel that people are going to get to enjoy as part of this big indie weekend. So at 1 p.m. UK time, we're going to be looking into writing better beginnings. How do you like to begin a draft? Let's throw it over to Trudie, and then we'll come through to Nils. So what does your beginning look like, True?
Chaos. Slightly organized chaos.
Yeah.
I like writing prologues, which is it's debatable whether people like prologues or not, but I do like writing them.
Oh, you've raised prologues within, well, it's not even 10 minutes in, and already we've got controversy. I love it. This is great. The drama. Yeah. What about you, Nils? What's your method? Does it look similar? Is it chaos?
Well, I don't like prologues. Stop with that.
We are like opposites.
Yeah.
Somehow running a blog together.
I'm not sure it's chaos. I like to think I'm like chaotic and random and spontaneous, but I'm pretty organized. I like to have an idea of where to start, and I think about it, and eventually I find somewhere and I start writing there, and I keep writing and I keep writing, and then I realize, oh, maybe I should have started somewhere else.
Yeah.
For my next book, my current one, it's a lot easier because it starts just after the previous one begins, because it's a sequel.
Yeah, it's handy having a book one in the tank, because it's like, oh well, I know I'm not going to start before this. I'm going to start like after these events, so it gives me a good point of reference. Beginnings are my nemesis. I have never ever gotten to the end of a book and kept the beginning as the beginning. It's like, there was one book, my first book that I put out there, first novel, New Yesterday. I rewrote that beginning 12 different times until I was like, right, okay, yeah, this is how it should start.
Oh,
It's like, it's awful. I don't know what it is, but beginnings hate me. So yeah, I'm very intrigued by what that panel is going to come up with. Do we think the panel is going to be pro prologue or against prologues? Cast your bets. Okay, what do we think?
Well, will they even get mentioned? It'll be interesting to see if prologues make an appearance.
I think it's going to be pro prologues for 70% to 30%.
That's quite specific there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just grabbed those numbers out of thin air.
I feel like writers are more pro prologue than maybe readers are.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Here's the thing.
It's one of those things, depends on who you're asking and when.
Yeah.
If there is a prologue in a book, Nils, are you a prologue skipper as a reader, or do you just, are you skimming it, or just loathing it?
If there is a prologue there,
Yeah.
I will start reading it. But if it gets to the point where I don't want to read the rest of the prologue, I probably drop the entire book.
Oh, that's harsh.
Because
understandable, but
the prologue, it's an example of what the author thinks it's important that I should read. And if they think it's important that I read something I don't enjoy, that says something for their book.
Yeah, totally. I feel like prologue, there's so many ways to use a prologue to make it great. And then like there's a brilliant prologue that's in the front of Dark Theory by Wick Welker, which is an indie published book, and it's just a load of binary code. So obviously as a reader, you can't, you know, if you were to read it, it actually says something that's important for the book. But just to set the scene of the world and just have it from this robot's perspective of all this binary, and then it goes into chapter 1, it's just such a cool like way of kicking you into that gear, into that world. So like you can play with prologues, you could do whatever but yeah, I'm casting my net. I think I'm the same. I think they're going to be pro overall, the panel. I think it's gonna wind up on the pro side. Yeah. I
should probably admit here that while I don't call it a prologue, I always have a short introduction to each of my books. Yeah. So 200 to 250 words ish, just to more set the mood and the vibe than anything else. But you could probably call it a prologue.
Yeah.
If you want to be mean and if you want to make me upset.
I just call mine Chapter 0, so therefore it doesn't look like an official prologue, so you can get away with it.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Look, you guys skirting the rules of prologues already. This is great. You know, it's perfect. In terms of what pulls you into a book, like at the start of a book, like is there a particular good example that you guys can think of where it's like, oh yeah, this is a great beginning. Like I want my beginnings to be like this. Is there like one that, as a reader, that you've come across?
It's not indie. It did originally start as indie, but Blood Over Brighthaven, that starts with a kind of like chapter 1 prologue kind of thing, where the characters escaping like basically certain death, and it was really intense, really dark, really emotional, and it was like I was instantly in the book from there on. It was just perfect.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. What about you, Nils?
Oh, so the one that comes to mind is one of the this year's Sphinx finalists, which is The Drowned Air by Jennifer O'Donoghue. I think I pronounced that correctly. And it begins, I've forgotten exactly how it begins, but it begins with the main character being ritually drowned.
Oh, nice.
Then it just continues from there.
Love
basically,
it.
Violent starts are the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
The more violent, the better.
If it's
also very moody, and it's very atmospheric, and it's very strange and extremely good. Like it's an amazing book. You should all read it.
I will. I'm so glad
you really should.
I'm so glad that we didn't start this with the ritual drowning. That would have been. I mean, it's a good dramatic way to start the weekend. But I think my panels would have been like really very badly moderated if I'd have just been like hanging in water for them.
Well, we didn't get it on the recording, but we started with blood and cat ears.
Oh, this is true.
Did, yeah.
This is true. Yeah. So as part of these big weekends and everything, let's move into like what the next panel is going to be, because after that we've got a tribute panel, but the tribute panel is for TBRCon. It's a conversation that I had with Eleni at Fanfi Addict and also David at Fanfi Addict, Bossman, the originator of TBRCon and all of these things. Obviously, we love TBRCon because it's a convention where writers can share their ideas, share their opinions, and as a writer, I've learned so much from TBRCon over the years. It is happening later this year, but it's usually around this time of year. So I have a feeling quite a few people will be missing TBRCon. So this is a nice sort of way to sort of just, reassure people that everything's okay, but also look back on how great it's been. Have you guys had experiences with TBRCon in the past?
I've been on a couple of panels in the past. When I was in Spiffbo, I was in the finalist panel for TBRCon. And that's like a rite of passage, isn't it? If you're part of like Spiffbo, if you're a finalist, you be on TBRCon. It's like, it's one of the coolest panels, I think, because you get to actually see the finalists and hear them speak, and that's just pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great. What about you, Nils? Have you had any interaction with TBRCon?
Not at all, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, that's fine. In which case, you'll enjoy the panel because you'll find out what it is and what it's all about. And yeah, it's great. I know from the Fanfi Addict side, there's so much work that goes into running it every year.
It's massive, isn't it?
It's huge. It's colossal. It is a juggernaut. But I remember when I first stumbled across it and I was like, how did they get these people put together? This is crazy. Like when you look at the panel lineups, but yeah, it's, I always learn something from it, which is good. Yeah.
What I really like about TBRCon, which a lot of online cons don't necessarily do, is that they have a mix of trad authors and indie authors, and they generally throw them together as well. And it's like, I just love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's very cool. It's very cool. So yeah, tune in for that. It's a great conversation, loads of good insight, looking back on the years of TBRCon, finding out how it got started, where it is now, where it's going. It's great fun. After that, at the what time is it? I think it's 7 p.m. UK time. Yeah, 7 p.m. And it's our first live panel of the day, and it's all about crowdfunding. How do you guys feel about crowdfunding these days when it comes to books?
So I have a bit more experience because I actually did do a crowdfund project last year. In fact, during month of Rated Reads, I had the busiest damn month of my life because I was also crowdfunding at the exact same time. It's like, whose clever idea was it to do these things at the same time? But I had a successful crowd fund. I did it on BackerKit instead of Kickstarter because most people go to Kickstarter, whereas I went with BackerKit, part of a group called the Book Bazaar. So it was a group of like 20 plus authors, indie authors came together, and we're all kind of like raising money for projects, all supporting each other. And every single project got funded, so that was pretty awesome. And they're going to be doing another one over summer, like a small version, and then they're doing another big one, I think planned for around October time this year. So from that perspective, it was a really good experience. I went into that not expecting to make much out of it, but actually it was really good. It was a very, very positive experience. I still haven't fulfilled all of my BackerKit shit yet, but we'll get around to it eventually. But on the other side, like I'm someone that I do like collecting special editions. I've got some on my shelf behind me. I like collecting the nice special fancy editions because they look pretty on my shelf. That's the main reason. I don't even read them. I don't touch them because my fingers don't deserve to touch them, quite frankly. But like, there's always something going on Kickstarter. If you just have a look on that or BackerKit, there's always loads of projects going on. All of these like indie books and stuff getting special editions, and there's never a dull moment, really, is there, when it comes to Kickstarter and other crowdfund campaigns? There's always something going on.
Yeah, it's like it can be overwhelming sometimes, right? Like the number of projects that are on there, it's crazy.
People are making bank as well of these books. Like it's crazy, it's just insane.
Yeah, I'd say one thing that I've experienced though with because we did for Fanfare, I did the helped with the Book of Spores, and we did that through Kickstarter. All of the money that got raised through that is being put into the books. Like I thought this is going to be great. We got like, we made 5 times what we thought we were gonna, what our target was. It was like, oh, this is great, we're gonna come out, we're gonna actually make something from this, and then all of the money's gone into the product, and like we're like having to put money in because it's like we haven't made anything. It's like cost us. It's crazy. But in terms of like the actual, it's worth it though, because you come up with a product you could never have otherwise. I love that. I love that, you know, you've got these indie authors that are putting together a product that trad can't keep up with, and I love that. I
do think it's especially relevant because as indies, we can't obviously get any special editions that publishers are putting out. We kind of have to do it ourselves. But as you've seen from like some of these special editions that people that have been doing, authors that have been doing, like what you guys have been doing, like what Rob Hayes and people like that are doing, they're putting out special editions that put trad to shame, quite honestly. They're absolutely amazing editions. Like the art and the covers, and the details as well. I recently got one through the post for Echoes of the Imperium by Olivia and Nicholas Atwater, and it's absolutely gorgeous edition. It's on my shelf up there, and it's like, it's got a ribbon, it's got foil printed. It's just, I don't know if trad could really do anything that good.
Yeah, but that's why it has to be crowdfunded, because
why it has to be crowdfunded.
when are you going to be able to get the chance to put something like that together unless loads of people come together and help make it happen? It's magic is crowdfunding. From having run one, I've got such a different idea of it. It's like, it's crazy. What about you, Nils? What's your take on crowdfunding?
Well, just like I'm not a fan of prologues, I'm also no longer a fan of physical copies of books.
Ooh, interesting.
And I think like the physical copies and the collector's edition, they're the main draws for the crowdfunding. I'm not opposed to crowdfunding. It's just not for me. I participated in one crowdfunding campaign as a supporter, not as an author. I haven't crowdfunded. No one is interested in my books anyway. But I did support one campaign just recently.
It was mine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was yours.
Awesome.
To be fair, mine was kind of different because I was raising funds to help create the book, which is a bit different from doing a special edition. So the funds that went towards me would help pay for the edits and stuff, whereas it's a bit different from doing special fancy editions.
Oh, totally.
So
And it's as well, like it's not just physical. Like I know some people who've done crowdfunding for like audiobook versions of the books
yeah,
because there's no other way of doing it.
because
So like if you're in audio,
audio is massively expensive, so crowdfunding is great for that. So
yeah,
you could see crowdfunding as a way to support indies to help them actually produce their books in a way that they might not be able to afford to do. So it's great for that reason too, not just for fancy editions.
And there are also like purely digital tiers.
Yeah.
In many of the campaigns.
Yeah, it's great. I think digital's a great way to go as well. If you are wanting to support a bunch of different campaigns, usually picking it up digital, you're not going to be spending much more than you would be if you was buying the Kindle copy when it came out new anyway. So it's a great way of being able to just give to that. And usually there's like extra stuff that you get, like extra art pieces and that kind of thing. I'm a big fan. My worry is that it becomes too common and it then becomes its own type of industry.
I don't think we've got there yet because I mean I was thinking about that like maybe last year, and it's like it's still kind of going.
Yeah,
like there's still people out there that want to throw money at these special edition books, and there's still people getting funded. So I don't think the bubble's going to burst just yet. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope
it's grown a lot over the last few years.
It has.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the panel's take on that and to see if that comes up, because that's my only concern with it. Because even though it's magic and I love it, I think it's great. Like I don't want anything to spoil it. I want it to just stay like it is. It's great.
From my perspective of actually doing it, I think the biggest problem these days is with shipping, especially to places like America where it's just kind of like shipping's chaos. Like the cost for shipping things is chaos. What you were saying there about digital rewards, that's probably the way to go. Like through the Book Bazaar campaign, a lot of the authors were doing digital tiers, digital rewards, because obviously you don't need to ship that. It's like instantly you just download it. But I think shipping is definitely the big problem that we're going to face, especially when some of these big special editions cost probably like 40 quid just to ship, if not more. It's like that's a sticking point. If you can deal with that, then
it's gonna get nasty.
Probably fine.
The shipping.
Yeah.
And we're not talking the fun kind of shipping here.
No, definitely not. No sailing, just misery all the way.
That's a different type of crowdfunding you can go to for that. That's in terms of the next panel. So this is hot on the heels of that. We've got 3 panels all in a row. So that was at 7 p.m, 8 p.m. UK time. There's one all about subgenres and understanding subgenres. It's a fascinating topic because genre and subgenre. What's everyone's take on that?
I hate genres. I hate subgenres. I do not understand them. They're like, I could just not understand genres. Like this fantasy to sci-fi, this fantasy sci-fi. That's it. That's all you get. Like maybe a bit of romance or horror, and that's it. There's a massive list of all these subgenres that your book could fit in, and it's like for marketing purposes, it's a nightmare. Like I write books that are generally a mix of different subgenres, and I don't have a clue which one it's supposed to be. Really, I put it in a category on Amazon, and that's it. That's a subgenre. It might not be. I don't know. People tell me what the genre is. So yeah, I have opinions.
I've never seen you like this, Trudie. So like passionate. I love it. It's great.
Bothers me. Through genres and subgenres, we just
I'm gonna throw this instantly over to Nils. Nils, what do you reckon to subgenres?
So I'm not doing this on purpose, but I'm gonna have to disagree anyway, because I think subgenres is kind of cool. It's nice that there are ways to define things and to specialize and find things that you really are. I'm looking for this specific kind of book and this specific kind of story, and I think that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I have a hard time defining my books by genre, but that's probably something all authors do, unless they specifically write with the intention of writing to a genre and with certain tropes. That thing. Those things. I think it's fascinating that there are and subgenres they grow and they become more refined and more specialized.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because that also means the more defined these subgenres become, the more space it is between them for the books that don't fit in, which is also interesting.
Yeah. That is a fascinating point. You were going to come in there on something.
Yeah, I was just going to say that since we keep disagreeing on everything, I'm going to say I don't like soup.
Oh, them's fighting words.
I prefer stew.
Soup genre.
Well, stew is fine.
Yeah.
I can have a good stew, but I need my Saturday morning soup.
What intrigues me about subgenres is that a bunch of the authors that we're going to be talking to as part of that panel write between genres. They blend genres, so they don't attach themselves to one subgenre or another. They're
So
very
they understand
much
the pain.
Yeah, so it's one of them things of how do you, but with that, there's things that you can do to play around with it. So you can play around with a trope that's in a subgenre by subverting it and creating something new. And I love what you said, Nils, about the gaps between the genres, because I feel like an awful lot of subgenres have arisen from people finding those gaps, like the spaces between, and then people saying, right, I really like this space, and what can we call it? And then it's like, oh, call it cyberpunk, call it, there's loads of different things like that. Like, let's call it, cozy fantasy. I feel like subgenres are kind of the things that we try and do to try and capture the lightning in the bottle moments, which will be really interesting when all of the panelists are sort of interested in sort of not fitting into any one particular subgenre. I just think it's really fascinating. So yeah. I can't wait for their hot takes later on, but I kind of agree with both of you. I agree with you, Trudie, that it's like there's just names for everything, and
It's
like
a
why is
minefield.
there? But then I agree with you, Niels. Like if you didn't have that, like what would you call all those things? I kind of love it. So yeah, tune in for the live session, and we'll talk more about all of these different things. And then finally, we're rounding out the day with an episode of Begone. Begone is our game that Alex hosts, where it's nothing at all like Room 101. It's just people choosing the things they don't like and then banishing them. So they can make them be gone.
Like genres.
So is there
Prologues.
Like soup.
I feel like subgenres and versus prologues would make a great episode of Begone. I feel like that would be it. I was about to ask, is there something you'd want to Begone, but we've already done that. That's great. Is there like let's talk about tropes, because tropes is something that's come up on Begone a few times. Is there a particular trope that you would want to banish? Let's go Trudie first.
I don't really think that there's any bad tropes. It's just how you do the tropes. So I think all tropes are good inherently, maybe. I'd have to look at the massive long list of TV tropes to see if there's any tropes there that I actually hate. But my gut feeling is that all tropes can be good. It just depends how you do them. So, but maybe I'll come back to that one.
Good answer. Yeah. What about you, Nils?
All right, so I'm gonna pull something of a shocker here and say that I agree with True.
Wow, we finally got that.
I don't think there are any bad tropes, but there are ways to write tropes badly and ways to treat them badly. And ways to do unimaginative things badly with good tropes, with any trope. It's not a trope. A trope is just a thing. It's neither good nor bad. It just is. Yeah. And you can do bad or good things with it.
I love this so much, guys. That this is like the panel where everyone's going to be trying to like disagreeing with one another to try and get their thing, and this is the one that brings you together. It's like the ultimate subversion this morning. It's fantastic, throwing people off. So that's our lineup for the day. So come and check it out. It's going to be hopefully a really fun day. Lots of good panels, lots of good things to look forward to. Thank you for joining us, Trudie and Nils, and for chatting through some of the things that we can look forward to on this epic Friday of Spotlight Indie.
Sounds like it is going to be epic, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of arguments to be had.
Yes.
Lots of debate.
We've started early. It's great. Tell us a little bit about how things are going with your own projects, and tell us a little bit about where people can find you. So let's start with you, Nils. Tell us a little bit about how your new project's coming along, and where can people find you and find your book that's out now.
So my next book is getting started. I hope to be able to publish it before the end of the year. I'm not sure that's a realistic hope, but it's my hope. It's my ambition. And it's going to be the sequel to my previous book, which was called At the Road's End. That is the first book in the Gone Home series, which it takes over it takes place in the same setting and world as my Lost Dogs series, which was supposed to be. It was all supposed to be one series, but that one grew way too long. No one read it, so I'm starting over and making a new series with a new first book for new readers to discover what I'm doing. And I'm quite excited to finally get it out there and see what happens with it.
That's awesome. And so where can people find that? And where can people find you online?
So I'm most easily found on Blue Sky or on Discord. On Blue Sky, I'm Nils.readingthefantasy.com. That's it, right?
Makes sense.
Or you can just check our website, readingfantasy.com, and you'll find me through that one way or another.
Perfect. I love it. And what about you, True? How's your projects coming along?
So I'm working on the Chosen One Con. That was my project that I'm crowdfunding last year. I'm still writing it. Literally, I'm hoping to get it released this summer, hopefully, and then write the sequel. You can find me also on Blue Sky, trudyskies.readindyfantasy.something. You can also find me at trudyskies.com and also at readindyfantasy.com. We're also there. So yeah, I'm around.
Amazing. I love it. And in terms of where we're going to be, we're all going to be here. So, I'll be here all weekend basically, but spotlightindie.co.uk, stick around on Spotlight Indie YouTube channel as well. Join the Spotlight Indie Patreon. That's something that's brand new, that's launched really recently, but Patreon members will get loads of exclusives, loads of extras, and hopefully, yeah, you'll feel like it's a way of supporting events like this and our live event, which is happening in May at the Shrewsbury Flaxmills. If you want to come along to that, you'll be able to do so, and attendance is free, which is absolutely epic. But in order to make it epic, what we need a certain number of people to come along and trade and dealers. So if you would like to get involved with that, if you want to be one of the dealers and to have like a little stall there, and we've already had fantastic response to that, but feel free to get in touch with us at Spotlight Indie through all the regular ways, because we'd love to have you. We'd love to see you there in person. Tune around for the big weekend, everybody. And True, Nils, thank you so much. And good morning, Indies.
Good morning, Indies.
Good morning, Indies.